Welcome to yet another extremely late manga review. Well, only like three-fourths of it is extremely late if you want to get technical. The other one-fourth, chapter 175, came out only a week and a half ago. Now, usually when I miss a chapter review, I just say, whatever, I'll just do the next chapter. Then I'll miss that one too until finally, like a month or two later, I actually make a review. But I feel like these past couple of chapters have just been so epic, as the kids say, that I have to make a review on them. So I hope you're ready because this review is going to be extra thick with me reviewing chapters 172 through 173. I have not read 176 yet, by the way. Like, it's out right now. I just haven't read it yet so that I can save that for the next review. But whatever. Now, let's start this review by talking about Breath of the Moon. Again. Now, this is like my third or fourth time starting a review with Breath of the Moon, but this time it's different, okay? Because you see, all those other times, I was completely trash talking Breath of the Moon, but this time, I'm going to give it some praise because Breath of the Moon has been looking absolutely beastly recently. Absolutely insane. Man straight up goes into his second phase like some Dark Souls, Bloodborne shit and pulls out some absolutely insane shit. Even the rock pillar was like, how many forms does this man have? It was like, I love it. When I first saw Breath of the Moon, I assumed it would have like 12 forms like Dance of the Fire God. Well, the dance technically has 13 forms now since Tanjiro created his own by mixing Waltz and Zenitsu's Thunderclap Flash to defeat Upper Moon 4. But whatever, I'm getting a little too in-depth right there. You get what I'm saying. And the thing is, this new development, I guess with Breath of the Moon, like, this new development has actually made me appreciate the other Breath of the Moon forms that I was constantly bashing on in a way. I appreciate the first couple of Breath of the Moon forms now that I know what comes after it, if that makes sense. It's like when you think the first phase of a boss is really shitty, then you get to the second phase and you're just like, wow, I really appreciate what they did with the first phase now. It's like that. Now, I guess it's time to talk about something that's a little less awesome in my opinion, which is the rock pillar and the mist pillar gaining the see-through world technique. Like, it makes sense for both of them to have it. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. It makes sense because the rock pillar is the strongest of them all, and his whole prayer and meditation thing is a part of his character. And the mist pillar has been called a super amazing prodigy a couple of times. Like the dude was the first pillar to get the mark, and the first character to get the red sword without having to use Nezuko's blood. But like, I don't know. It's like in DBZ with Goten and Trunks turning Super Saiyan with extreme ease compared to when Goku did it. Like, Tanjiro had, I guess, like, a little cinematic moment with him gaining the see-through world technique where, like, his hair stood up and his eyes started to glow and he got this whole flashback and all this. Then like 20 chapters later, the rock and mist pillar just kind of pop into it and carry on with the battle. I'm just not really a fan of it, if you understand what I'm saying. Next, I guess it's time to talk about Ginya's blood art. It's something, alright? I was expecting something a lot cooler than fucking trees. Like something that was a bit more on the offensive side of things. Like, usable with, like, as an attack or something. But the trees worked. It worked, I guess. It helped defeat Upper Moon 1, so Ginya gets a golden sticker for that and a A for effort, I suppose. Still don't care much about him, but whatever. The way things are going, the series might end soon, so I should just get over it. We also get a bit of Upper Moon 1's backstory with his brother. Wasn't bad, but I still feel like the best demon backstory goes to Akaza. It was just so emotional, so good. But I like how Upper Moon 1's brother, of course I'm not going to call him by his name. if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I'm horrible at names. I still call the Rock Pillar instead of his actual name. But yeah, I like how the Upper Moon One's brother does that like signature anime badass thing where he dies while standing up, like an absolute Chad, completely styling on Upper Moon One. We also see that his brother survived past the age of 25 with a mark, which is interesting to say the least. I might have said something like this already in my last review, but I don't know if I'm a fan of how we were introduced to how the mark limits the lifespan of the user, then pretty much right after we learned that it's possible to actually survive the mark. I feel like we should have at least got some panels in the Swordsman Village arc where Tanjiro maybe clutched his chest or something, as if he was having a heart attack after using the mark, to introduce the dangers of the mark a little bit sooner before introducing that it's actually possible to survive it. You know? I don't know. It's not horrible. I'm not going to bitch and moan about it for the next 20 reviews. It's just something I'm not sure if I'm a fan of. Then finally we get Upper Moon 1 and getting beheaded. Now obviously this isn't going to kill him. I hope it doesn't. It would be very anticlimactic to me if he didn't at least attempt to regrow his head after pretty much every other Upper Moon did. Plus, Tanjiro has kind of a pretty big connection to Upper Moon 1, I feel. It'd be really weird if Upper Moon 1 just straight up died without ever meeting him, but I don't know. The mangaka sometimes likes to subvert expectations, but I don't know if I'd like him, Upper Moon 1, dying without ever meeting Tanjiro, with how much of a connection they have with each other. I just looked at how long I've been recording so far, and it's only been like 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Way less than I expected. I thought, oh man, I was going to be reviewing like 4 chapters. This review is going to be like 20 minutes, but I guess not. Anyways, these chapters were pretty freaking good. I can't wait to see these animated. At this very moment, like, season 1 has ended and the movie has been announced, so it looks like Train arc is going to be the movie. Then Red Light District and the Swordsman Village arc is going to be season 2, and then season 3 is going to be this current arc. So I can't wait till season 3 to see this animated. This fight has been great. I don't know, because I just said these fights have been great, but at the same time, some things are indeed feeling rushed. Like, a lot of people have noticed it. Some things have just been going incredibly fast, and I just don't want the series to end already. But, you know, great bunch of chapters. I really hope Upper Moon 1 isn't going to die without at least seeing Tanjiro. I'm not saying Tanjiro needs to, like, land the finishing blow. I just want him to see Tanjiro, see his brother's legacy, I guess. But whatever. Great chapters. Alright, that is the end of the review. Hopefully the next review will be up within like the next hour or two, chapter 176. And, you know, I'm feeling really energetic right now, so maybe you'll even get to hear my voice again in a My Hero Academia or Black Clover review. I don't know. But yeah, sorry for not uploading recently. My microphone is a Blue Yeti. It picks up a lot of noise, and that's relevant because I live in a very noisy environment. So I rarely have the time or ability to record because 24/7 there's like noise everywhere. Like, the only reason there's no noise right now is because I'm recording literally at 4 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked it, like it. If you really liked it, subscribe. And if you really liked it, share it with someone else so that they can watch it. And see ya.